Hi, it's Carrie B. And I want to ask you today, what would happen if you got rid of your biggest belief? Okay, your biggest belief, what would it be? Would it be your gender identity? Would it be that you're male or female and all that means to you? Let's take, for instance, if it is that. Um, what would that mean? I mean, if all of a sudden you woke up and you said, with your belief, what I believe is not true anymore. Okay, so what I believe is I am a female and I have to act a certain way and I'm going to be judged a certain way for being who I am. What if I woke up and I said, I'm going to switch that all. I'm a female and, or I'm not, maybe even I'm not a female and I'm just a person and what I do is exactly what I mean to do. There's no preconceived notion that I'm a female or I'm a male or whatever you are. And, you know, there's all kinds of gender, binary, whatever, all these things. But whatever you think you are, what if you just threw that out the window and you were just a person? Paramahansa Yogananda once said, and I'm paraphrasing deeply, but to forget what you were born as this lifetime and just do your work anyway. And I think that's what we're all aiming towards. That's what we're all going to through and to. You see Abraham Hicks and Esther and Jerry Hicks had said at one point that Abraham was a he, and then they realized it was a they. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just go on here a little bit. We have a lot of the younger kids that are saying they don't want to be he or she. They prefer to either just call them by the name or they're a they. And I find it really interesting that something, a being such as Abraham would say we're a collective. I think we're all kind of moving towards this collective being instead of a male and female. And we have the youth today that are fighting so much against not wanting to just be identified with their sexuality. So what would you do if you woke up and how would you treat other people that are your same sex or identifying sex? All of a sudden you would have these female relationships. It's a little hot today. And you wouldn't say, oh, well, this person is going to be catty because this person is a female. You would just say, this is a person. So I want to tell you a little story that happened to me when I was still in Pennsylvania. I was in a very small town in Pennsylvania, and I had just broken up with my ex. This was, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 years ago. And at one point I was asked if I was going back in the dating scene, and I said, well, no, I've had enough of men for a while. I suppose if I went back, maybe I'd try females. I don't know. And it was just kind of off the cuff. I just really didn't mean it. I was talking to somebody that I kind of trusted, and just, it was just kind of like a fly-by-night type of thing. Anyway, for the next week, it was very interesting because in a small town that you very, very judge with whether you're female or not, every woman I came in contact with, anything I said was very witty. Anything I said was laughed at and smiled at, and I just thought, wow, I'm having a really on week. I'm just like so entertaining to people. And then I casually found out, like, I don't know, after about a week, I would say 5 to 7 days, that this person had just kind of spread it around this room. And I said, no, I'm still dating men. I'm still looking for men. And as soon as that was said, within 24 hours, these same females that just thought I was just so amazing, all of a sudden, I wasn't. All of a sudden I was competition again. I was what is she up to? What does she mean by this? What is she trying to pull out of me? So it was really an interesting aspect that I was like, wow, how absurd is that, and how interesting is that? So I think that we have to stop with being the ultimate belief of what our sexuality is, as far as how we're going to treat other people and how we're going to be. You're not limited. Oh, if you're female, you're limited by what? By weight, by age, by looks. What if you just threw that out the window? And what would that mean to a man? Is it by age, by looks, by weight? I don't know. So we're all just people, and we're trying to find our way home. But it's really important, and I think that the younger generations are just kind of screaming this at us, that they are they. They are a collective. We are a collective. We're not male and female anymore. We're just trying to find our way home. And also, what if you thought about people in just a specific people way? Your relationships. It wouldn't be like, she's doing this to me because, she's my mother, or she's my ex-wife and she's trying to get something from me, or he's doing this to me because, he's my father, or he's an authority figure, or whatever. It would just, people are dealing with people. So just food for thought. And this is Carrie B signing off.